Yo, what's up, Internet? My name is Anthony, and the NBA free agency just happened, and they handed out a bunch of money, and NFL players are complaining. Let's take a deeper look beyond the numbers and compare the contracts of the NFL compared to the NBA. Let's go. First and foremost, let's not pretend that NFL players are short on cash. Minimum wage in the NFL is $465,000. That's just minimum wage, and that is way higher than an average American worker. An NFL athlete is already in the highest tax bracket, so complaining about the lack of money just seems silly to me. You can pay me NFL minimum wage, and I will happily take it. Now for the comparisons to NBA money. It's simply unrealistic, and it really just boils down to math. The NBA salary cap is $94 million, and the NFL salary cap is $155 million. Simply put, leagues divide the revenue 50-50, but the NFL has much more players to pay. Now, there are plenty of exceptions, but let's simplify it. Let's just pretend that everyone gets equal amounts of money. Between 15 players at $94 million salary cap means each player gets around $6 million. Between 53 players and a $155 million cap, it's $3 million. So on average, an NBA player makes twice as much as an NFL player. There's just no way an NFL player can make as much as an NBA player. Now, that's just an overly simple version of the cap. Fact is, not all players are going to get paid equally. Stephen Curry signed the highest salary on a per-year basis and will get $34 million next year. Derek Carr just signed the highest paid salary and will get paid $25 million. Both players are elite, top-tier players, but Curry isn't getting paid double what Carr is getting paid. Let's keep in mind, Derek Carr is a quarterback. Unlike basketball, the quarterback position is by far and away the most important position, whereas today's NBA is pretty much positionless. Another factor to look into is the difference in the amount of core players. An NFL team has around 12 players that the team would consider the core. In the Raiders' case, that would be Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, Donald Penn, Gabe Jackson, Kelechi Osemele, Rodney Hudson, Khalil Mack, Bruce Irvin, and maybe Sean Smith and David Amerson. These are the guys that are on the big money contracts and the team is willing to pay for it. On the NBA side, the Warriors have arguably the biggest core in the NBA with Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Andre Iguodala. These 5 players eat up a significant portion of the cap, with the rest of the team being filled with mostly replaceable players. Simply put, there's just less people to eat up salary in the NBA as opposed to the NFL. Therefore, the 5 important players get more money than the 12 players do in the NFL. If there's one thing NFL players should argue for that NBA players have, it's guaranteed contracts. It's just not right that the team gets to decide if it wants to keep you around for the duration of the contract, but the player gets no choice during that same time frame. A contract is a contract for both sides, and the financial incentives should be guaranteed. Now, GMs don't want this due to the high injury rate of the NFL, but players in baseball and basketball band together to get this done, and the NFL players should do the same. There's nothing in the NBA forcing contracts to be guaranteed, nor is there anything preventing it from happening in the NFL. NFL players need to fight for this right on both sides to honor the contract rather than just the player being expected to. There shouldn't be a guaranteed portion of the contract. The whole contract should be fully guaranteed.